What up, YouTube? Good morning. Today, coming to you from Angeles City. Uh, I'm at Candy Towers. Um, Candy Towers located in Malabañas, Angeles City, Pampanga, the major big island of Luzon, Philippines. Today is May 1st, 2020. Today is a special day. It's an anniversary. Um, how many of you know? That's the wind kicking up, huh? How many of you know what anniversary it is? May 1st. Quite sure there's a lot of weddings and birthdays and stuff like that. But this May 1st, or May 1st, to me, it's an anniversary and it's special, right? Okay. It's my retirement anniversary. Yes. I retired May 1st, 2011. So, yeah, it's the ninth anniversary. The ninth anniversary of my retirement from the U.S. Air Force. And I retired with 23 years, 5 months, and 18 days of military service. And one of the things that makes me feel really good, I look back before I retired and right after I retired, and it sticks in my mind that so many people, so many retirees, they don't enjoy their retirement, or they succumb to some severe misfortunes, when they retire. So, that was one of my big worries. And I tell you, the first 2 years of my retirement, literally, I spent the first 2 years of my retirement in my house. And a year, 12 months, in my bedroom. I would only leave my bedroom if I was going out to work out, which I didn't work out that much, to get food and stuff out of the kitchen, just to go out shopping or something like that and come back. But literally, the first 12 months, I didn't sit in my living room. I didn't sit in my kitchen. I had 4 other bedrooms, a living room, a family room, a kitchen, a huge house. And I stayed literally in my bedroom for 12 months. And then I visited the Philippines as a reward after being retired. And that kind of loosened me up. And then after that, I spent another year like kind of in and around the house, but in the house, not getting out. And basically I was suffering severely from PTSD. And I wouldn't get any help. For a period of time, I wouldn't get any help. And my relationship didn't last. I was in a serious relationship when I retired from the military, and it didn't last. A few months after, I was a piece of work. I was in bad shape. So I'm coming through all that, and made it through. Came out the other side. I have very, very small residual from PTSD now. And mostly I work through it myself, I remember going to the VA for help. At one point, it got so bad. I did go to the VA for help, and like I said, I was in the house in my room for a year. So not that first year, and then that second year, it was, I would say, 4 or 5 months into that second year when I went to the VA for help. And, basically they said, you got to set up an appointment. And I'm like, I need help right now. And they said, well, the appointments are about 2 months out. Here, we'll give you some pills and make an appointment. And you can actually come back and talk to, a psych doctor or something like that. And I thought about it. It took me like 5 minutes. I was like, you know what? No, keep the pills. Let me go make this appointment, and for 2 months, and we'll do that. So I left the office. I went out. I went up to the appointment desk. I said, I need to make an appointment because I couldn't believe it was going to be that long. I need to make an appointment, and they told me 2 months. I said, you know what? I don't need to make an appointment. I don't need to make an appointment. So I left because I said to myself, I was in the condition that I was in. I wasn't going to last 2 months unless I took some kind of medicine. I said, no, you got to defeat this monster. And I went back home, and I actually started working out. I started bike riding more. And that bike riding, that hour and a half of riding and thinking at the same time while you exhausting yourself, it brought me through. But anyway, I'm doing this video. The weather's nice. I'm kind of doing it as a momentous thing, a momentous. I want to document this day. 10-year anniversary. That's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to be able to record it or do a video about it. I'm going to throw such a party here in the Philippines next year. If with God help, I survive that this year and come out on the other side 10 years in the same good health and spirit, I plan on throwing one nice party. Nothing real crazy. Of course, a lot of alcohol, a lot of food, and music. Plenty of friends and extended family. I'm gonna have one really good party. If I have to pay for the whole thing by myself, I don't care. I'm gonna save. Put money aside. It's gonna be a bash. 10-year anniversary, because you never know. Time keeps moving, and it's short, and tomorrow is never promised, right? Here's the kicker. Today is also the 9th anniversary of the United States killing Osama bin Laden. Think about that. From 9/11, from 9/11 to 2011, everybody that was in the military that was already serving prior to 9/11 understands what we went through as far as what we were doing, what the mission was like, and what life was like in the military prior to 9/11 and then after 9/11. So for the United States to finally kill at least Osama bin Laden on the same day that it would actually show on my DD-214 of my retirement was very, very special to me. It don't really mean nothing, but to me, very, very special. So that's all I'm here saying is that thank the Lord that I'm here on May 1st, 2020, 9-year anniversary of Osama bin Laden's death and my retirement from the United States Air Force. I hope that you will Reach out to your friends, put me on Facebook, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber to my channel, Leo in the Philippines, living beyond my dreams, because I'm going to be going on an adventure that, it's not going to be like crazy exciting, better than anybody else's adventure or anything like that. No, it's just going to be my adventure. And I want to share that. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in front of the camera like I am today. I'm not really into that. I want to put on camera stuff that the viewers are interested in, that, maybe gives them a little bit of excitement or intrigue, stuff like that. So from, the minute this lockdown is over, the minute I can actually buy some cameras, because I had my GoPro Hero 8, I had four cameras in transit when this happened, and they stopped the delivery chain, so the logistics of that, so all my orders got canceled. I had some body cameras and stuff. It was gonna be nice. It's gonna be epic. I'm moving from here to the countryside. I'm gonna be, checking out some waterfront, some beaches, places that people don't always visit. I'm not gonna do the Palawan and all these other places that that everybody do, the very pretty waters. I mean, the water in all the areas I'm going to is still nice, but I'm not doing the major tourist sites. I'm going to be doing day-to-day travel, stuff like that. And partly the reason I'm doing it is I have a few friends that are incapable of getting out. Getting out and enjoying the country, America. I have numerous friends that, they won't go overseas. For whatever reason, they won't go overseas. So I'm trying to, just basically show them a little bit of what's going on. And, of course, you can go on YouTube and you can see anybody's video, but it's always a little bit more interesting when you know the guy in the video. So I'm doing it for my friends, family members, to see how I'm doing, when I'm not in the States, which if I go back once every year or every 2 years, it'll probably be most like every 2 years, right? So during those 2 years, they can watch my videos and they can kind of see what I'm doing and how my life is going. I haven't even learned how to edit videos. So until that happens, you'll see me do videos like this where I'm live, I'm just recording, and things are not going to be exactly how they're supposed to be. That's just how it's going to be. I have friends that they crack up. They see me and they hear me talking, and I don't know why, but I make them laugh. I bring them some pleasure for them watching me, if it's for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or whatever the case may be. So that's part of why I do it. And I think my life is just as interesting as the next person's. Actually, I think it's a lot more interesting than the people that do this for money. Once you get a certain number of followers, and I guess the money means something to you, you need the money to live on, then it's for money. I would probably have to reach something like 500, a million viewers for me to consider this an occupation. And I don't want an occupation. Like I said, I retired 9 years ago. I didn't get a part-time job. I didn't do anything. I didn't want a boss. I didn't want a time to wake up. I didn't want a time to come home. Fortunately, over the years prior to me retiring, I listened to enough retirees to tell me how to get my stuff in order. So, by the time I retired, my bills was all mostly taken care of, my, my mortgage, and I didn't have any car payments or anything like that, but my mortgage, my light, gas, all that stuff fell within what I was going to get as a retirement pay, which let me tell you, if you're listening to this, you're still active duty, and they tell you, yeah, after 20 years, you're going to get 50% of your retirement. Yeah, you're going to get 50% of your retirement. But let me explain something to you. Right now, you're living on a lot more than your base pay. A lot more. So by the time you retire, you're going to be getting probably about 40% of what you're making right now. So don't look at it as 50% of what you're getting right now. You look at it about 40, maybe 37% of what you're getting right now is what you're going to be getting in an actual check from the government. So, act accordingly. Make sure that if you're 2 years out, I would say 2 years. 1 year is just not enough. 1 year is not enough. Time goes by so fast, and it takes so long to do everything when you're retiring. That last year, let me tell you, you have to start at least 2 years out. Get all your car payments paid off, credit cards paid off, all the stuff that you can get taken care of. Get all that stuff taken care of first. The other key thing is to document all your medical. If you have to go to the hospital for anything, make sure it's documented. Actually go to the hospital for stuff that you haven't been seen at the hospital for 4 or 5 years. You go to the doctor and you tell them, hey, I want to get it checked out again. Make sure you get all your medical stuff in a row. Those are 2 things I got for you. If you have any questions about other stuff, give me a holler. IM me. You got to think, I've been retired 9 years. A lot of stuff may have changed, even though a lot of stuff stay the same. A lot of falsities that I've heard while I was retiring about how much you get paid this, how much percentage you get paid this, whether you get a check or whether they take a percentage out of your money. Yeah, just holler at me, and I'll try to explain to the best of my ability what happened to me, what I went through. So with that, I'm going to say have a good day. Stay safe. Treat others how you want to be treated. Stay positive. Optimism to me is key. You got to be optimistic. You have to have optimism no matter what you do. It's just better for you, stress-wise. And I think that it will actually help bring things true versus negativity. Negativity halts stuff, holds it up. Even if it comes along later than if you were just more positive about what you was thinking about. Last, I feel that this lockdown here, it's now May 15. I'm just watching the news. They haven't made any changes. However, they did say that what we're looking forward to in May 15, is that they're gonna go and they're gonna release public transportation. Certain buses, they're gonna release them to start working again. They're gonna start the trikes back working again. The jeepneys, jeepneys are still gonna be banned. They're gonna, it's just one of those things where people are packed in, and there's no way you can have social distancing in a jeepney and at the same time make a profit. In a jeepney, you could probably put 4 people in a jeepney and keep social distancing. Now, you're talking 4 when they used to carrying about 16 to make a profit to go wherever they're going. Four people in a jeepney at the price that a jeepney costs and at the price of diesel fuel, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So until they probably, jeepneys will probably stay closed as long as the bars and the clubs until a vaccine comes out. That kind of social distancing it's just going to stay like that. They're just not going to. I don't think they're going to bring back the jeepneys. But they said as of the is that a guy laying down there? Anyway, they say as of the 15th, which I think is going to be extended, or it's not going to be completely lifted on the 15th. It's going to go to June. But they will have the trikes back. The restaurants and stuff is going to open back up. It's all going to be about social distancing, not letting that many people in your restaurant. Some restaurants that are so small that can't do social distancing are only going to be allowed to do takeout. Places like casinos is just not going to open up. Casinos, bars, and the clubs are not going to be open. One thing that I'm concerned about, and I think I'm not really sure about when it's going to happen, is the travel restriction. That's a big deal because even though you can get out and about and you can do things that you need to do here, it's a lot of traveling going on in the Philippines. And for you to travel from one city to the next, right now, they don't like that because they got a hold on, okay, you have so many cases here, so many cases there, and we can lift the restrictions based on the cases in each separate spot. If we open it up to travel, then we don't know how many cases from this area is from here versus someone traveled in. Here in Angeles City, the last I checked, it was like 13, 14 cases. But what was key was the cases were all from outside of Angeles City. We had 2 people come in from Quezon City, which was 2 hours away. Why they jump over Manila to come here? Maybe because Manila's crazy, crowded. They want to come somewhere where the hospital wasn't crowded, wasn't crazy, and they could get better care, I guess. Another one, the nurse worked in San Fernando, which is like 15 minutes from here, and they lived here. So they got infected in another city, and they came home and then infected their family. In another case, the people from Quezon City, when they were here getting treated, a nurse from this hospital here got infected, and then they went home also and infected their family. So even though people were passing it between each other in Angeles City, the cases actually derived from outside of Angeles City, which lead me to believe that even though they open up the transportation a little bit and all that, they're going to still keep the travel ban around the cities, so you can't leave. And that's me. I'm stuck. I have to travel from here down to Manila, through Manila, and on the other side of Manila to get where I need to go. So I'm stuck. Being stuck here in Candy Towers, community, the whole time we were here, we could still use the swimming pool. We got 4 of those. We could still use the gym. We got 3 restaurants. 2 of the restaurants, no, we got 4 restaurants. 2 of the restaurants stayed open, and they still delivering constantly. I mean, I went out any and every day. I only went out once a week, but I was able to go out any day I wanted to go get whatever I needed to get. I'm not complaining. I'm just, being hopeful that they lift this for the people that are actually starving, can't make a living, So, I mean, I ran off. I didn't have a script. I just wanted to do a video for my anniversary. So, thanks everyone for listening. Go ahead and hit subscribe, and hopefully, I can come to you and in the future, and you have much better content. And yeah, all right. So, peace. Take care. Treat everyone like you want to be treated. Stay positive, and optimism is always key.